What's going on, guys? Hope you're all having a good day. And I'm just gonna come out and, say it flat. I don't trust Activision, and I don't think any of you guys should either. For the last 6 years, we've been under the experimentation of these matchmaking systems that they've implemented into Call of Duty. Rigging your matchmaking system in order to hide away players who aren't actually skilled at the game is a complete detriment into your system and completely ruins the entire fluidity and natural flow of what your game used to be. In today's video, I want to go over the fact that skill-based matchmaking has been a complete failure for Call of Duty, and we have seen the absolute downfall of this franchise specifically because of your matchmaking system. I could go over all of the other bugs and all of the other issues that you have going on with your game, whether it was Warzone, just any other bug that's going on with your game, no matter what update you come out with. Every season comes out with multitude of bugs and issues that everyone just seems to have issues with over and over again, year after year, game after game. But the one thing that seems to always be brought up, no matter what, is skill-based matchmaking, and the fact that it makes the game unplayable and unfun. The entire first couple of days of the Black Ops 7 beta were some of the worst matchmaking and online experiences that I've ever experienced in my entire time of playing FPS games, and I've been playing Call of Duty for over 15 years. You saw creators across the board pretty much dropping Black Ops 7 as soon as they possibly could because they realized it was going to be another year of their shitty matchmaking system that we don't want to deal with for an entire year. You actually have a good blueprint with Black Ops 7. As much as I've crapped on it, as much as I've based my channel crapping on Call of Duty, the main thing that I like to crap on mostly is Activision. This publisher does nothing but try to enhance their ability to make money. And I know that they're a business and making money is exactly what they should be doing. But the way that they are doing it is the most scummy, unapologetically nasty way of doing it. Their matchmaking system is so rigged beyond belief that I cannot believe that we are even considering keeping any SBMM playlist in Black Ops 7. You've seen how much of a positive reaction the community has given just by giving us an open mosh pit playlist or just an open playlist in general. I can imagine the people over at Treyarch are sitting there showing Activision, see, everyone's happy with these changes. Everyone's happy when we remove or reduce the skill-based matchmaking. It hasn't been that hard. We've been asking them to do this for like 6 years at this point. And what have they been telling us over and over is that they either ignore the fact that we've been asking about it, or they tell us that they can't do anything about it. When you have the ability to do something about it, you teased us in MW3 when you told us that you messed with some of your playlists and took SBMM out, and then told us that people weren't willing to play it and that people were leaving the games because they were realizing they were getting crapped on. This isn't some kind of science experiment. We don't want to sit here and get experimented on by your skill-based matchmaking. And I'm sorry that I have to keep bringing it up, but nobody likes it at this point, and it's proven with Black Ops 7 that everyone's having a positive reaction to it for a reason. The gameplay from behind this footage is me playing the open mosh pit playlist, and I'm absolutely shredding in this game mode. I would never in my life with SBMM imagine putting on a high kill streak like the VTOL and actually going in and realizing that I couldn't get it because skill-based matchmaking would never allow it to happen. And then with the open matchmaking, or the reduced skill-based matchmaking, I'm easily dropping VTOLs. I almost get 2 VTOLs in 1 kill confirm match. It's like going back in time and playing Call of Duty like you did for the first time and absolutely crushing things and getting high kill streaks again. It's really nice to see these high kill streaks come in without any issue. And it's not even like I'm the only one getting these kill streaks. Somebody on the other team could also be getting these kill streaks. And it's like the battle between the 2 titans of each team. Skill-based matchmaking made it to where each game felt like you were being rigged into a system. Like one team was supposed to win over the other, and that was decided before the match started. If you had 5 people on your team that were completely garbage and you were the only one doing anything, you were on the team that was getting crapped on, and you just got unlucky being put at the top of the team leader position. You're just the guy that's supposed to be there and carry your whole team, 30 to 40 plus kills. It's been like that since MW 2019. Skill-based matchmaking makes the game so unplayable and so unfun that within 2 days of them being available in Black Ops 7's beta, it was removed, or should I say just reduced, and it made such a huge improvement on the game that I can't believe they're even considering changing some of their list around and trying to grab data for game modes with SBMM still in it. Do they really need all these lower skilled players to be protected in their games at this point and making less money? I think Black Ops 7 is going to be one of the least sold Call of Duties that we've seen in a long time. It'll still have high numbers. You'll still have a lot of people playing the game more than likely. But when you have a game like Battlefield 6 breathing down your neck, the entire PC gaming world, which is mostly my platform, is completely on its hinges, ready to jump into that game. All you have to do is look at the numbers between each game. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 on PC, or at least Steam at least, which apparently always never counts, but it's the only player count we have available. People wouldn't sit there and only look at the Steam charts because it's the only one we have. It's the only form of data and number crunching that we have for player counts. Battle.net doesn't show what's available. Xbox doesn't show its player counts. PlayStation doesn't show its player counts, so we really don't know how many players are on each platform. But when they shove all of their games together, aka Call of Duty shoves Black Ops 6, Warzone, and Black Ops 7's beta into one COD HQ, and they're only pulling less than 100,000 people, you know there has to be something wrong with the game. I don't know if it's because people are jaded with the fact that Call of Duty has been completely crapping on us for 6 years at this point. I don't know if it's because we're getting the same game 6 years in a row. I've mentioned that in my videos prior. The fact that these engines that they're using, it's the same game over and over. It feels reused. And everything in Black Ops 7 is reused. Everything that we see in the game has been in a Call of Duty before. And if you've been playing Call of Duty long like me, you see all these things and it's like, oh, I remember that from Black Ops 3. I remember those little raps kill streak or score streak that you could get in Black Ops 3, and it's the same thing as those little HKDs that you get in Black Ops 7. The Rhino is the same thing as the Juggernaut basically, except you spawn it in out of the sky. It's just a different lipstick on the pig basically at this point. It's the same kill streaks that we've had since forever, and the only people that are benefiting from these new things are new players. That's all they're banking on. It feels like they're really trying to push for a new player base this time, and a player base that isn't part of the old heads. And unfortunately, you can't get rid of the old heads. You can't get rid of us. We're always going to be there to play Call of Duty because we like Call of Duty. And if you just find the right balance in between each of the two, then you'll be able to satisfy both of them. Why is there not a way to make the matchmaking system, nice for everybody? If you can make it to where it's casual for the people who want the game to be casual and make it competitive for the people who want it to be competitive, then there shouldn't be an issue. And there's always been a solution. It's been in front of your eyes the entire time. Ranked play should be the only game mode that has skill-based matchmaking. The casual modes, the pubs, or the public lobbies, should have no skill-based matchmaking, because when you have it here in Black Ops 7, all of these games are extremely casual. I was drinking a beer today, playing the game with a friend, and although he wasn't having a fun time because he didn't really like the game overall, I was having a good time, to be honest. Like, I enjoyed my time playing the game, and I have a feeling that they're going to get rid of these playlists. They're going to make the obligatory post where it's like, we didn't see enough data of people playing on these game modes, and so we decided to keep SBMM in the game. If you decide to do that and the game turns back into the sweat fest, get 2 kills and die once, 1 KD level lobbies, you're gonna find out that people are going to be leaving your games so incredibly fast that the player counts are going to be even worse. That's why this all feels, unfortunately, untrustworthy for Activision, because we've seen this before, and when the player counts went up for Black Ops 7, it was okay. Everyone's like, okay, you know, people are checking out the game. And then it started dropping off like a cliff because skill-based matchmaking was forcing people out of the game. And we didn't want to play it again. It was just the same system again for 6 years, and it hadn't changed. Let me know down in the comments below, do you think that they're going to keep skill-based matchmaking reduced like it is now and actually make the game playable, or are they going to switch it over to skill-based matchmaking and make us suffer for another year? Anyway, that's all I got for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you're new. I post pretty much every single day. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. See you later. Bye.